Peace, love, and light, fragrance family. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be doing 7 fresh fragrances that you can also wear in the fall and winter. Let's get into it. Peace and love.
Everyone knows that I mess around. Surely that don't mean that you can't hold it down.
All right, family. So as you can see, we're doing 7 fresh fragrances that you can also wear in the winter and fall time. And starting off the list, the first one I'm going to go with is from the House of Fragrance World. And we know this as Perfume's Dome Sport, which is a Dior Home Sport 2020 flanker. And it smells extremely, I would say it's about 90 to 95% similar to that Dior Home 2020. You know, ooh, you get the aldehydes, you get the fresh bergamot, citrus notes, you get that woody nuance. Has a strong cedarwood, sandalwood combination. And then you also get some of that, I think it has leather as well too, but it's very fresh, you barely get the leather. It just comes on the backdrop a little bit in the middle and base notes. But yeah, it's just like a very, very sensual outer hitting style type of fragrance from the House of Fragrance World. You know, very, very similar to that Dior Homme 2020 DNA. And you really can't get, I don't think you can really pinpoint as far as, you can't really pinpoint or get closer to that DNA than I think what this fragrance does. You know, it's a really, really sensual, sexy style fragrance from the House of Fragrance World, Perfume Dome Sport. Tap in with this one, man. Good clone. Now, oh yeah, another thing I did want to mention about this one is it is a very fresh fragrance. I don't think this comes across as blue as some of the other fragrances on this list, and you'll see, family, but it definitely does come across fresh, and especially for the winter and fall time most people may consider. But I think the aldehydes in this fragrance can kind of close that off and leave it lingering more to fall and winter, and it cuts through the colder weather. So tap in and get in tune with Fragrance World's Perfume's Dome Sport. All right, up next on the list, we got from the House of Fragrance World again, and it is called Imperium. This one is also a clone of Roja Dove, and I think this is Roja Dove's Elysium, and it smells incredible, family. You know, very fresh, very fruity, very grapefruit forward. Lemon, grapefruit. You also gonna get some woods in the backdrop of this one, but it's more like of a citrus zingy. You know, when you think of blue fragrances, you don't get more blue and sensual and sexy as this fragrance does. This is a 10 out of 10 fragrance from the House of Fragrance World. The Fragrance World do not miss. You know, they haven't missed yet so far from what I've smelled from the house, and this is just another one to testify to that from the House of Fragrance World. Imperium. All right, up next on the list is one of the newer fragrances that I just got, and it is a fresh beast. I've been giving this some time, man. You know, this one is just came across so elegant, so sexy, so timeless. You know, it's just a very modernized, fresh, exclusive fragrance. This seems like this could have been a fragrance dropped from the House of Roja Dove as well too, but it was originally dropped, I believe, from the House of Mason Francis Kirkjohn, which is Barat Aqua Stellar, also from the House of Fragrance World. So Fragrance World is killing it, family. And man, this is a beautiful scent. You know, what's gonna sound crazy is that with how fresh this is, there's a lot of florals. It's like the freshness and florals meet in the middle, and they mesh and create this beautiful, sexy vibe in this fragrance. It also reminds me of like a Christmas time. Even though it's a very fresh scent, it reminds me of like how snow would smell right after autumn, and then the snow, and then you just get like this fresh, cold, it's like a cold smell, and it smells incredible, family. From the House of Fragrance World, Barat Aqua Stellar. This one, you're gonna have to get your nose on this one. This is an incredible release from the House of Fragrance World. Another new release from the house of Dumont, and I have to go with Dumont's Nitro White. This is a beautiful, only thing about this one is my atomizer is messed up. I didn't decide to take this cologne back. I kept it with the atomizer messed up. They gave me a discount on the next couple fragrances I buy from them. So I decided to just go ahead and keep it. And man, I don't mind keeping it. That is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I'm gonna go ahead and grab another bottle. I do have another bottle of this coming. But it is a beautiful fragrance, family. You know, it's you get some of these florals. You get like I don't know if it has violet leaf in here, but I did a video with all the notes of this fragrance, and you get like a fresh, modern. Oh, it just smells so irresistible. It's so mass appealing, but also being so unique as well too. And I'm not sure if this is a clone of anything. If you know of a clone that this fragrance is, you can leave it down in the comments below, family, but I don't believe this is a clone at all. And from the smell of it, it's a 101. Y'all tap in with Nitro Dumont White, man. One of the best fragrances I have smelled, period, clone or not. Another one that you can get passes for in the winter and fall time, which is also a freshie, is from the house of Pascal Morbo, Sea of Stars. And this is a fresh juniper-based fragrance. And you also get some fruity nuances, but I really can see this come across really good in the winter. You know, you get some fruity. I think there may be a little bit of citrus in here, but it's not as fresh as some of the other ones. But it's still like an uplifting, kind of like it's like a spritz of citrus here and there, but it's still a very uplifting, fresher style scent. You know, that has some woods and sandalwood in the background that makes this very, very strong and projecting. You know, this really cuts through the winter and fall time during the colder months with that juniper berry. It gives you a very nice scent trail as well too, walking in through a place. You know, this one is a very good compliment getter, man. If y'all have some experience from the house of Pascal Morbo, Sea of Stars, let me know your experience. I'm gonna try to check out some more from the house as well as of Pascal Morbo. They make some pretty classic style fragrances. Tap in and grab that one. Up next on the list from the house of Maison Alhambra, we got Maturity Blue. And this is a Bleu de Chanel clone, obviously. And it smells extremely close to the Bleu de Chanel Parfum. But it's good enough, in my opinion, that it can cut through the winter and fall months. You know, I really like to have a nice freshie sometimes and just throw it in with the fall and winter scents. And it cuts so good through, it cuts so sharp with the citrus notes through that winter and fall weather. You know, it just smells so amazing coming across a nice freshy scent in that winter and fall time, rather than just all the sweet enveloping ones. Don't get me wrong, you know, something like Paris Corner Amir Fire Desire could also work. You know, it would work very well in the, you know, winter and fall weather. But something about a freshie cutting through that weather and remaining so fresh and strong, these 7 fragrances are going to be able to do that for you. And the last one we got on the list is a newer release as well too, and it's from the house of Rassi, and it's called I Breeze. And it just doesn't get more sexier than this. I wore this today and I got so much just eyes and people looking and saying, oh my God, what are you wearing? You know, it's just such a sexy, enveloping fragrance, and it has a note of ginger that lingers in with that citrus, and it comes across with the neroli as well too. This one has a very, very sensual, and it's like a wispy style fragrance where it whispers through the air and you get a whiff of it, and it's just, oh my God, it's so incredible. You don't want to miss this one from the house of Rassi I Breeze. That's going to do it for today, family. I appreciate and love each and every one of y'all. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. We're on the road to 100. We're only 3 subscribers away. So if you're watching this video, go ahead and get your boy up to the big hundo. Peace and love, fragrance family. I love y'all.
Everyone knows that